Okay, so this is a
All right, we are live.
Hello. How do I make the screen bigger, Patrick?
What screen?
You scroll up.
Scroll down or just click on it.
There we go. Good morning. Good morning. So, what did I want to let you know? We are restocked. Are these on site for 20% off?
The quantities aren't in.
We'll put these in later today, but we're restocked with HTV. I know the HTV sold out immediately and we only had PSV. HTV is the heat transfer vinyl, and so we have more. So if you need some heat transfer vinyl, you'll be able to go on the site in a little bit. And what do we want to talk about? Today is February 17th. Shauna's hair looks amazing.
Oh my god, no.
I could never do that. It's so cute.
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
For a kit class.
This is going to be a kit class with Michelle. It could be fandom.
It could be.
It could be
It
fandom.
can't be fandom because it's pre-order fabric.
But I mean the theme. If you love Dumbo, it could be fandom. Who doesn't love Dumbo? Look at the fabric.
Somebody told me that they were removing Dumbo from the Disney catalog.
Why?
Why?
Oh my god, it's so racist.
Is
They
it?
like there's
Offended by elephants?
they're offended by crows.
Oh.
They're offended by, and
didn't
somebody
think about
told me
that.
that was happening to the Aristocats too.
Oh, with
Like,
the
we
cats
are
on-
Siamese, if you please. And then there's Jazz,
Who's
and they're all
Jazz?
black cats.
Uh,
So, I mean, their racial undertones are heavy.
yeah.
And I don't know if it's okay just to go, it's a different time.
So cute.
I was reading that article last night about Rachel Dolezal
love
coming
it.
out as transracial.
Yeah, Patrick was talking about that, and I was like, who's that?
You guys
be
remember
paying
Rachel
attention.
Dolezal? She was the gal that was like running the. Was she running, or she was like doing something with the NAACP and in the Pacific Northwest, and then
Oh yeah,
they found parental pictures, and both her parents were white, but she
Yeah.
identifies as African American.
Sometimes I identify as white. they call the Koreans. We would joke, and probably other Asians too. But we would say, "Thank you. You're holding my chair back." We would call ourselves. Can I even say this? Is this gonna
Bananas. Is
be
that what-
Twinkies? We'd say we're Twinkies. That we're. Is this offensive? offensive?
I don't
No,
think
I don't
so.
know. I don't know
So
what's
we'd say
offensive anymore.
We're yellow on the outside,
Talking at
but
this perspective.
white in the middle. Is that? I don't know if that's offensive. I don't want to offend anyone. I know it's a very. Gotta be.
I don't think
you
it's
gotta be
really,
careful
I
what
mean,
you say.
You know,
Jeannie, were you doing this one and the slate one, which is like a cream color?
Oh, I don't even have those. They're
yeah.
just that
I
one.
just, the whole Rachel Dolezal thing was eye opening for me because I was like transracial.
Transracial.
Like that's she's like using that term. I'm transracial.
I'm transracial.
Is that? I don't know.
You're
No.
transracial.
I'm transracial.
He wants to be Asian.
I think I'm Asian.
He
So
wants
when
to
we
be-
first got together, like she had this crew, and like literally in every picture for like 2 years, I'm the only white guy.
we were all
I'm
Asian.
the only white guy. Like remember that song from was it Sesame Street? One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. And it was.
And like it was
No, you and there's Mark. Remember Tall Mark?
Tall Mark. Oh,
Who's the other white guy?
who's the other white guy? I don't
Yeah.
even remember Tall
And
Mark.
then there was all different Asian. You know what it was? We lived in Vegas, and there's a ton of Asians there.
Yeah.
So when I grew up in Connecticut, my brother and I, we were like the only Asians in the high school. And I with the first time I went to San Francisco, like it left such an impression on me. The
Because
first time
it was like
I
half
remember,
Asian.
I remember driving and I was in front of a bus stop
As in
and
the
I was
Hostess
like,
Twinkie.
and I go, Asian, Caucasian, like I'd never seen so many Asian people except at church. We went to an all Korean church.
The
But it's not like that in Connecticut. Maybe it is now, but not back in the 70s. What do you think of that?
I mean, you know, it's crazy now because you read about Asians feeling unsafe, an attack on Asians. I don't know, like I don't feel like we've been that exposed to that. here.
He said
No. But
he identifies as Asian.
No, I don't identify as Asian. I
He's
obviously don't identify as
transracial.
Asian, but it's not lost on me that I have mixed race children and my wife is Korean and
Yeah, we haven't.
you know, I mean that's
We're lucky we haven't experienced that. We just lots of love from you guys. So,
wow, are we off track?
transracial. So
I just thought that was like a crazy term, like transracial. Like, is that going to become a thing? Like, it's crazy to think, like, our kids had a non-binary teacher. Like, it wasn't a Mr. or a Mrs., it was a they. Like, it's our kids since 6th grade have had trans students in their classes. Like, their concept of gender is so different than ours. And, I mean, that's just their world is genderless.
guy's transracial.
I mean, they have gender-neutral bathrooms at the new schools that are being built right
Yeah.
now.
What do you think of
bathrooms
that?
are gender-neutral. Like, it doesn't matter. Like you know, that is.
I'm trans crafter. I identify with all genres of creativity. Right?
You identify as all genders of creativity.
No, that doesn't make sense. All
You're craft neutral.
I'm craft neutral.
You're craft neutral.
It's so confusing, isn't it? I find it so confusing.
But yeah, you know, that's a crazy concept though, this whole transracial thing. Like, I wonder if that's going to be a thing. Does that mean cultural appropriation goes away? I don't know.
I hope Dumbo doesn't go away, but
No, like they literally, I can't remember who just told me that. Like somebody just recently was like,
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
somebody was literally like, they're removing Dumbo from the Disney portfolio, and that like the Aristocats is getting a warning. But there were a couple of movies that they deemed so bad.
yeah, remember
That
we
they
I
watched
was just going to put a warning up, an advisory.
we watched remember
Well, like
when,
Brer Rabbit, like stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that stuff was like, that stuff we grew up with in the 70s that like, I mean, you could not do that today. What were we saying last night where Violet was like, yeah, you definitely couldn't do that today?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
We were talking about a movie or a TV show.
it
or
is
something.
hard. It is hard to keep up with it. It'd be nice if we could just all be nice to each other.
You know, I don't
Wouldn't that be
necessarily
nice?
know if it's. I mean, part of it's sad, right? Because you lose the things that you had when you were growing up, and the things that you know were culturally appropriate when you were there. But at the same time, like, are we like? I feel like we're being better. Right, we're progressing and we're being more inclusive, and you know, those things are necessary. So I don't know if it's something we need to lament, you know.
Yeah, things change.
It's called, but growth is painful. You know.
Growth can be painful. So
And no, I don't identify as Asian.
okay, let's move on. I wanted to show you some things that we have in the store. Number one, we got in some more mask elastic. What about the other one? Is that going to be?
That's a different thing.
Maybe we'll put it all up at the same time. So if you still are making masks, I know a lot of you are. These are really nice because they're that stretchy. It's not elastic, but it's like t-shirty.
Yeah, it's latex free. So
it's latex free too, ladies.
The latex.
And then it has a little toggle on it, so you can just pull it and adjust it. So that's in.
And
I got
they're
some.
super comfy. Like I made a terrible mask for Alex, and he put on. He's like, "Well, the ears are really nice."
Oh, that was sweet of him. The ears were nice. That's what a good husband says.
The ears, the part that I didn't make. Oh, these are really comfy.
Alex is learning well.
Yes.
So more nose bars. So if anyone needs nose bars,
are you shaping him into the husband you want him to be?
Like molding.
It's forging. It's called forging because it's tough. It's tough.
You need to get one that was housebroken.
Well, I've been trying to forge my kids, and it doesn't work. they are who they are. That's what I'm learning about kids. So nose bars. We have nose bars. I grew up. It was just it is normal. I love it, Cora. I love my kids. You know, it's a different world. So I wanted to show you this. This is going to be on the site. Ta-da! Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Patrick, you
dun,
have to
dun,
squeal.
dun. Look at Patrick. We're gonna stick this in our garden because it's on a garden.
Bloom where you're planted. That's a comment about the weeds in our garden.
No, you didn't plant those. They planted themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
I know a lot of you garden, and wouldn't this look in your garden? So and look what we have on the back. It says, friends are like four-leaf clovers, hard to find, lucky to have. So this is an OESD product. It's a double-sided flag. I did not sew mine together yet, but they're completely, here, I'm going to show it to you. Let me take it off.
No, I'll grab it.
Okay, this, we do not sell this. This thing right here, I got this on Amazon. Because the flags are from OESC, and I said, do you sell the flag post too? The garden flag post? I think that's what I Googled on Amazon. I think it was like $10. So we don't have those, but the flags come like this. Marilyn Smith says your hair looks so pretty.
Oh my God.
So you can just lay it down nice and easy. And just, if you have a positioning sticker or however you want to do it, you can draw crosshairs and use your grids. And then once you're done, you sew it all together on the edges. And then it has this little opening right here. And then you can you just slide it onto your post. And then, isn't that cute? You can stick this out in your garden. I think they have them. So we have some in black in the store. So they have them in natural too.
Yeah, but I didn't think
So I didn't even know they had them in natural. So I only bought them in black. I think I only bought, I bought 10, but we used 2 of them. This is, and they come in a 2-pack. So you buy them, and there's, here, I'll show it to you. 2 flags per package. So they're $19.99. I have them, I think we have them up 25% off. 25% off. You get 2 in a pack. I only have 8, so once those sell out, it'll be a special order. So just so you know, buy it on the site. I'm not pulling stuff. It's too confusing when you're like, I want it on the feed. So I have people who go, I said I wanted it before so-and-so wanted it. So it just gets confusing. We're just filling from the website first. Website first. Huh? Or if you come in. If you're in here, we can fill it for you. But, and then I'll go back and I can look at the feed or email me or something. Sometimes garden flag posts are at the dollar store. Sometimes Rebecca said sometimes they have those at the, I'm going to go look. Thank you, Rebecca. This was a 12-inch by 18-inch, was what this one was. And this design.
But you could design different flags and like
are you
constantly
sad that
be changing your flags.
Yeah.
That you're blocking me. You're like intentionally blocking me out. This is at least like Violet says. She's like, this is where mom starts talking and you just look awkward. That's what Violet tells me about the live stream.
How about, was it yesterday that you were falling asleep when I was talking?
Oh my God. So I was thinking about that because you kept going, am I boring you?
And you were like, a little.
Am I boring you?
You're like, a little.
So the funny thing is, I used to tell my kids, like when my kids got older, I would tell my kids, like, they would like, Violet still does it. And when she does it, I'm like, look at my hand, look at my hand, look at my hand. Because that's like, you know, paying attention to like a 4-year-old. They're like, look at my hand, look at my hand, look at my hand. Dad, look at my hand, look at my hand. So there's a lot that goes on in
Momo does that to us. He's like, look at my rope, look at my toy, look at my...
I mean, he's like a 2-year-old right now, which is kind of like that whole thing. But I told my daughter at one point that, like, having a child, like, I should have gotten an Emmy or an Oscar for feigning interest. Like, because at some point you're like, all right, I'm looking at your hand. Like, again. So, anyways. So. I didn't get my Emmy for feigning interest yesterday when Jeannie
was like,
look at this. I was tired. I woke up.
We're tired today.
I woke up I was woken up, I should say, at like 5 a.m.
We were not
and
ready
then I
for
had
that.
a lot of work to do. So I was just like, all right, I'm just going to stay up and go get work done, which I did.
So
and I went to
Marilyn
bed at
said
11
she
last
still
night.
did not get her upgrade 1 homework. We're gonna check Marilyn. Okay, Rebecca, that is fantastic to know. I'm gonna stop in. I need to go to the dollar store more.
I love the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I think I need to go there more. Okay, so the other things that are a daily deal. So the flags are 25% off. You can always make your own, but then you have to make it. Who wants to do that? Just whip it up.
So I sent it out 3 times, and I don't.
And her name is on there.
Yeah, with her name
Marilyn,
on
I don't know what.
Do we have the wrong email? Like, is that?
It's been sent to you 3 times. So
one
I
is
don't know
called-
what you're not getting.
One is called Upgrade 1 Class.
So if you put in your thing,
attachments
Google,
detail.
you know what? We'll call you after this and figure out what's happening. But
What's
you,
going on?
it's been sent to you 3 times. So can you? I'd hate to think we're in your junk, but please check your junk too. Okay. So the other things that are going to be deal of the day today, these designs. I only have like 3 of them, so they're special order. I just didn't want to have millions of them. And OESC is fast. I usually get them within a week. So So there's this one. It's called Lucky Charm. Shannon Roberts. Both of these designs that I have up today are Shannon Roberts. I love Shannon Roberts. She does these. I don't want to say they're airy, but they're not. It's not a heavy stitch count. So and I'll show you the designs on the back. I wonder if you'll be able to see these with the glare. Can you see that? They're super cute. So for that Irish lover in you, like me, I'm a mulligan. Right?
Jeannie Mulligan, you know, if you went like this, let me introduce to you Jeannie Mulligan, and then I'm like that, you're like, what? I don't think many people, if they met you and they had never seen you before, would have imagined you were a crew.
Yeah,
with a name like Jeannie Mulligan.
I've met people and they're like, because that's pretty Irish.
Yep.
Jeannie Mulligan.
Yep.
Okay, so Luck of the Irish, and then you are my lucky charm. Lucky Luck, Irish, rainbows, horseshoes, and lots of clovers. So that's a good one. This is the one that we stitched out too. I love this. It says friends are like flowers. They cheer you up and brighten your day. So that this is the one that from the Blooms one.
Do flowers brighten your day?
Yeah, I love flowers.
Why don't you give her more flowers, Patrick?
Because she's always like, don't give me flowers.
I like mummify my flowers. I like dehydrate them and then I have flowers all over the house.
Be happy.
This
This one says, hello, beautiful spring. Hello, spring. No rain, no flowers. Spring is in the air. And there's beauty in simplicity. Isn't that cute with the cactus? If you like succulents. So these are on the site, 25% off. And don't forget where you have that freestanding lace event coming up, because I know I was looking through Technique Tuesday, the request from you ladies, and it said, happy birthday, Mr. David. And it said that somebody asked about how to do freestanding lace. So there's going to be a whole event about freestanding lace, and that's going to be March 3rd. So that's going to be deal of the day today. We already did that.
Am I going to talk about this?
Patrick has a deal of the day, ladies.
The last time I did this deal of the day, nobody did it.
Nobody got it.
What was a different one?
It was a different one. Look how sad he is. Don't make him sad. I'll get it, baby. I'll get it. Shannon, will you ring me up?
So, light bulbs. That's been a supply chain challenge for us. We just got like 800 light bulbs, but like I had ordered light bulbs like back in like September or something like that. And we were literally pulling light bulbs out of old sewing machines because we just couldn't get it. And then all of a sudden, all of our light bulbs came in at once. But one of the things that we've been waiting for are Bayonet LED light bulbs. The reason being that they are significantly brighter than regular Bayonet light bulbs. So these aren't like the light bulbs for your machines, like the big machines. But if you have like more basic Janome machine or a more basic brother or baby lock machine, most of the Berninas, etc., we were able to get the 1/2 watt LED light bulbs, and these are a significantly brighter and more kind of pure light.
It's not gonna hurt your eyes. I mean, unless you're looking directly at it.
Yeah, don't look directly at it, but they're significantly brighter than the stock light bulbs. So if anybody has kind of a backup machine that they use or struggling for reading or light with their more basic machines, we now have both screw-in and push-in Bayonet bulbs, and they are up on the site also as a promotion or daily deal. I think the last time we did it, one person bought a light bulb, but I bought like 25 of them. So Jeannie was like, don't buy more of those light bulbs. But the reality is, I think these are great replacements for the stock bulbs. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're up on the site. And so take advantage of that so Jeannie's not mad at me for buying light bulbs. We literally just got like 800 light bulbs because I ended up buying them from multiple sources, which is what we do this year when we can't get stuff. So, hey Jeannie, do you have anything else to add? Do you want to go through? Should we do some more inspiration guides?
No, because we did those yesterday. We already did those.
Right, but let's do more. Or do you feel like we did?
Those specific ones.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did those.
I think we did
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're good. Let's So classes we have coming up. Oh, ladies, your upgrade 2 classes today. So if you're taking that, make sure your top is pieced. So it needs to look like, I was ripping out some stitches. So, but anyways, you should have this. You should have your top pieced, and it should be layered with your backing and your batting. So make sure that you have that ready to go. We're not going to have time to wait. And then there's a Serger 1 class that's going to be happening. It's starting in about 5 minutes. And then tomorrow, what's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday we have a accessory class. So some people did sign up for that. If you do not take the accessory class on the 18th of this month, we put one up for next month too. So I think it's going to be on the 18th. I know there were some people that needed to move classes. And oh, I have, and this wasn't on the calendar, but I have that Serger binding class, and that's going to be on Friday from 10 to noon. I usually do it maybe every 2 months or something like that. So if you want to learn how to put binding on with your serger. That class is going to be on Friday. I think it wasn't on the website, so we're going to put it on today. We had moved it because we didn't have the fusible thread. Do you guys carry the fusible stuff? I have the fusible thread. So I just got...
she's talking about the stuff that you put on the back of embroideries.
Yes,
like a onesie.
I have that. I have the Baby Lock brand of that. And, but we have the fusible thread back in stock. So if you want to, like I said, if you want to learn how to put binding up...
I'm not being bored.
you're tired.
Am I not winning my Emmy for feigning interest?
He's not winning it today. So,
she got Momo up at 6:15 today, and I couldn't figure out why.
Well, I was kind of up because I was thinking about stuff, and then he started moving around, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna let him out.
You wanted to cuddle.
He's such a good cuddler. And
he's not in the store today.
He's not.
Because we were tired.
Yes. So, the only prerequisite for the serger binding class is you have to have a 4-thread overlock serger. You do not have to have a Baby Lock serger for this. So just any 4-thread serger for this. You just use your standard foot. You do need fusible thread. That's going to be the really important part.
Which class?
This is Friday the 19th from 10 to noon. And if you don't see on the site you want to sign up, you can just call the store. I'll get you signed up for that. And then Scan and Cut, you have your first Scan and Cut Club class, which is going to be Intro to Canvas. It's going to be very exciting. And
that's like, I feel like...
you ready, Michelle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. What?
Cool.
And then we'll talk about, oh, you know what, just to let you know, Solaris and Luminaire IQ Design Center class is going to be next Tuesday. That's a complimentary class if you purchase your machine from us. And it's an intro to the IQ set part of your machine or the My Design Center part of your machine if you're on the Brother. And don't forget, we added one more patch class because you guys couldn't get enough. And I think the people that took that will agree that it was a fantastic class and they learned so much. So you do have to have IQ Designer or My Design Center to take the class, but you learn how to take a USB, a JPEG, a PNG, a file like that your computer reads, and you put it directly into your machine, and your machine can convert that. So you forego the scanner. I know you have the scanner too. You can put your picture down there and scan it in, but you can forego that scanner. I feel like it's always going to be cleaner when you bring it in. Yeah, Michelle's saying she agrees. It's going to be clean. Kathy said the class was great. So that's it for now. I think we're good.
I think we've covered just about everything.
So we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday?
Thursday the 18th.
Yes. We're in the latter part of February already.
Somebody in the store said something today about looking forward to spring, and I'm like, but it hasn't even really been winter yet.
Michelle said that.
Yeah.
I like spring.
I didn't want to throw anybody under the bus about spring for those winter heads out there, although I think most folks are probably just looking forward to nicer weather.
Yeah.
You know what happens is we get into March, and then winter kicks in for like 4 weeks. Last week it kicked in for like a week and a half, but we weren't allowed to leave the house. So,
so have a great day, ladies. Be creative, make something awesome, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Did you by any chance take the stainless steel part?
No.